The Katherine invasion force descended on Earth with absolute confidence. They'd conquered 17 worlds using the same strategy. Release the Ravagers, creatures bred in the void between stars, entities of pure hunger and malice that turned entire civilizations into ash. The Ravagers were unstoppable. They were weaponized apocalypse. General Marcus Webb stood in the tactical center, watching the alien dropships cut through Earth's atmosphere like razors through silk. Around him, military commanders were panicking, calculating casualty projections that made the numbers seem meaningless. "Release them," Webb ordered quietly. His officers froze. "Sir," Colonel Santos asked carefully. "Release what, sir?" "Section 7, Webb said. "All of them." The room fell into stunned silence. Section 7 was legend myth, a classified program so classified that most of the military didn't know it existed. For 70 years, humanity had been capturing, studying, and most importantly training the creatures that lived in the deep places of Earth. The things that shouldn't exist. The things that did. Deep beneath the Rocky Mountains. In a facility carved from bedrock and reinforced with materials that bent light. The containment doors slid open. The Ravagers hit the ground first, descending in a coordinated swarm. They were beautiful in their horror. Serpentine bodies of crystalline shadow, mouths that opened sideways, intelligence burning in eyes that had seen 1,000 worlds die. They moved like liquid darkness, unstoppable and absolute. Then they met the first of Earth's demons. The creature that rose from the Colorado Plains looked almost gentle by comparison. A massive, biped all-thing with skin like ancient leather and eyes that held the weight of genuine sorrow. Its name, to those who knew it, was Kameth. Kameth didn't move. It simply opened its throat and released a sound that wasn't sound. A resonance that shattered stone and rewrote molecular bonds. One Ravager simply ceased to exist. Its matter scattered across quantum states it had never inhabited. Moved to secondary positions. Webb commanded calmly, watching the engagement unfold on screens that showed thermal imaging, electromagnetic readings, and data from sensors designed to track the impossible. Across the planet, more containment doors opened. In a Siberian tundra, a creature that had been mistaken for folklore for millennia stepped out into daylight for the first time in centuries. In the Australian outback, something that sang in frequencies that rewrote neural pathways began to hunt. In the depths of the Pacific, entities that had been chained to the ocean floor rose through the darkness. The Katherine commanders realized their mistake when their Ravagers started dying faster than they could process the concept of mortality. One of Earth's demons, a creature that looked like living contradiction, simultaneously there and not there, moved through a formation of Ravagers-like thought through consciousness. Where it passed, the invaders didn't. They forgot. They forgot how to exist, how to hunger, how to be. The Katherine tried to recall their Ravagers. They couldn't. The connection had been severed by something the Katherine's technology couldn't even perceive. This was a mistake. The Katherine commander transmitted to Webas his capital ship began its emergency ascent. "You have unleashed entities far more dangerous than ours." "We know," Webb replied. "That's why we keep them locked up. That's why they're never supposed to leave Earth. That's why you're going to leave now. And you're going to tell every civilization in the known galaxy that Earth is not worth invading." He paused, watching on the screens as Kameth stood in the ruins of the invasion force, patient and terrible. "Because here's what you don't understand about humans," Webb continued. "The Ravagers are your demons. Weapons you created, things you control are demons. We didn't create them. They've always been here. We just finally figured out how to coexist with them, to train them, to give them purpose." The Katherine ship accelerated, abandoning the battle. And unlike you, Webb finished. "We're not afraid of what lives in our own darkness. We've learned to befriend it." The transmission ended in a tactical center. Webb watched the screens as Earth's demons stood silent on the smoking battlefields. Guardian Sentinels who had taste,